Jasmine Tacker
on BBC Asian Network.
And it's just after 9 o'clock. We've been having so much fun this morning. But something else that we've probably all been getting a little bit frustrated with while we've been at home is how to stay healthy, how to stay fit. So I've got the perfect solution. Juggy Sidhu, Indian body coach, who's with me on the line this morning. Morning, Juggy. How you doing?
Morning, how are you doing, Jasmine?
I'm good. I'm so glad to hear from you this morning, you know. Over the past 24 hours, I've been that one person that has been searching online for like dumbbells, kettlebells, anything that I can exercise with. And I was thinking, what am I going to do about this? And then I was like, wait, hold on a second. I'm going to be talking to Juggy tomorrow. He's going to be able to help me out with that. So thank you so much for jumping on the show this morning.
I appreciate it. No, thank you very much for having me on.
How have you been, though? Have you been all good?
Yeah, you know what? I've been the same as you. I mean, rummaging around in the sheds and the garages, trying to find the old dumbbells from like 10, 15 years ago. But no, all good, thank you. Really kind of adapting to the current situation.
Yeah, I'm getting there. I think for the past couple of weeks, I've been going for runs, for that one exercise per day. I've been like sitting in the garden thinking, what can I do in the garden? A few people have mentioned that they've been using different things for weights. And it's just like I've been rummaging around again, like you said, in the garage. I've been asking my parents, what have you got that I can maybe share with you guys? And they're like, we haven't got anything. You can pick up the bag of Atta if you want in the corner. I'm like, no, I can't do that.
I was actually going to say that's a really good suggestion.
Oh,
especially with these kind of bodyweight squats, pick a bag of Atta, you'll be fine. Even these big bags of rice that people seem to have, you know, stocked up, that'd be a good kind of solution right now. But honestly, our body weight, just using our body weight can be such an effective tool. But I think it's just knowing how to use our body and how to use it effectively and safely. I think that's a crucial way that we can actually continue to train and stay healthy and fit.
It's quite interesting, actually, because I've been getting quite frustrated with that this week. I think I was worried about, for all of us that do actually go to the gym, that are a bit worried about losing like muscle and things like that. So you can imagine, I'm going for a run, I'm doing loads of cardio, I'm doing all the fitness videos on Amazon Prime at home, I'm doing a little bit of Zumba, but I'm thinking, okay, so how am I gonna keep that muscle? How am I gonna retain that muscle? So you've obviously got some amazing tips for me this morning.
Yeah, you know what? If it is about muscle, so obviously there's loads of different types of people. That some people are just looking to get into health and fitness right now.
Yeah.
They realise it's important. And then some people, like you said, like us, we're thinking, how can we retain all that muscle that we've built in the gym and keep our kind of body figure? So one of the things that we can do if we're well-trained individuals, this is really, really difficult, by the way, you might want to try this, hold a stretch on a muscle for like 60 to 90 seconds. So imagine you're in a doorway, put your elbows either side of you.
I'm trying it now.
Your chest. Yeah, stretch your chest for like 60 to 90 seconds completely. Like don't break at all, don't rest. And you'll find it really difficult. Then squeeze your chest. So imagine like you're standing in front of a mirror and you're doing like a bodybuilding pose and you're squeezing your chest. Do that for another 60 to 90 seconds. Then go and do a press up, but take like 5 seconds to go down and then 5 seconds to come up. And that will be brutal. You don't need equipment to train. Trust me, that'll be more than enough.
Okay, I'm going to give this a go, by the way. I might film myself as well later on Instagram and tag you in it.
Definitely, you have to. I'll be checking on that form.
And what about people that are just newly getting into fitness, so they don't normally have the time? They're usually stuck in like a 9 to 5. They're working all day, and now they've got an opportunity to be doing this from home, obviously, and they've got plenty of time to get some exercise. And where do you start with all of that kind of stuff?
I think there's a number of things that we need to be aware of. I mean, when we ever kind of like prescribe exercise to somebody, we always look at things like their blood pressure and the resting heart rate and stuff. You're actually clear to exercise first before you get into something. You know, like you've probably seen it online as well. Like lots of people are sharing their kind of exercise videos, and it's like squat jumps and like plyometric movements and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, it's quite difficult, isn't it? When you're starting out and you're watching all these home workouts on Instagram, you're thinking, hold on, it looks pretty easy in that video, but then when you try it out yourself, it's not quite that simple.
Yeah, but I think one of the biggest things here is like the people that are doing it are obviously been training for a long, long time. They're all like athletes or fitness professionals, so they're kind of healthy, right? So if you haven't been training or exercising for a while, you probably want to regress some of those movements. Like, imagine if you've got knee pain or elbow pain or back pain, and you're trying to do squat jumps and, you know, these kind of press-ups with claps in the middle. It's not going to happen. It's actually going to put you at risk. So just start slow, start small. And also think about the fact that, you know, motivation may be there to exercise, but to then actually sit there and do a 30-minute kind of workout, that might actually put a lot of people off. So regress it even more. Just think, be active. Every hour, set an alarm that you get up 5 minutes, walk around the house, go and grab some water. Just increase the amount of movement you're doing each day.
Of course, makes a lot of sense actually, because I've been trying to get my mum to do these Zumba classes with me online, and I obviously go to the gym 4 to 5 times a week. I try and keep fit, so obviously I've been trying to get her involved with Zumba. We're both sat there, and even I couldn't get through the first 15 to 20 minutes of it, and I was thinking, oh my god, like I'm not used to that kind of fast movement, because you're doing different things in the gym. So when you're doing a completely new workout, doing something different, you don't realize actually there's so many muscles that you probably don't use. So it's important to obviously start off slow. So we've had an interesting chat so far this morning. We've been talking about things that we could use, obviously, around the house as weights. We're talking about, obviously, people that are starting out to, you know, get fit. But you know what? I'm so sick of dragging that Atta bag around the house on my own. And I think all my family are kind of sick of kind of the saying, you know what, Jasmine, we don't really want to exercise with you today. So my routine's starting to get a little bit boring. So what can we do about that?
You know what I was thinking, just as we were talking before, you know, like we mentioned motivation and stuff. And, you know, when we go to the gym, we've got that social accountability, right? So we go to the gym, we're not going to go in there for 5 minutes and then walk out.
Exactly.
Everybody else will see us do that. And we're there in that kind of inspiring and motivating environment, and we really want to push ourselves. So we almost need to recreate that environment at home. So one of the things that we could do is obviously, you know, turn the music up, as long as your neighbours are okay with that. But also bring in friends, family, you know, colleagues, neighbours, get on a video call, get everybody together, you know, share a workout plan that you're all going to follow, and just push each other and motivate each other and inspire each other to really get through these workouts together. And then I think the other thing that we break down there is, you know, that whole kind of, you know, the isolation and feeling alone. Yeah. But we actually make it a social experience that so many of us are kind of lacking right now. And I think that would be amazing for our health and fitness, right?
It is really, really difficult. Obviously, when you jump into the gym, you say hello to the same people. You normally have people to help you out with certain things that you can't always do. And it is a whole social experience for a lot of people that do go to the gym regularly. And even those people that are starting out and doing park runs and stuff like that, I think a lot of people see it as a social experience. So it's really important to obviously get your friends together over FaceTime or whatever media app you want to use, and really kind of make a plan, maybe Monday to Friday. What about food? Because I've been struggling with that as well. I'll tell you what I've been doing. There's cheese in the fridge, and cheese is one of those things so difficult not to eat. And usually Monday to Friday, if I know I've been to the gym, I know I won't touch the cheese, but I've been doing that chocolate, chicken, everything. What do I do about that, Juggy? Please help me.
Hopefully you haven't been doing them all together, not in one dish.
Yes, in one day though, not in one dish, but all day in one 24-hour set.
You know what it is with food? What I've kind of come to realise with a lot of people is if you're proactive in your approach in terms of what you're going to eat, you will kind of stick to it better. But if you're just kind of reactive, for example, what I mean by that is you're not planning what you're going to eat through the day or through the week, then you will just get up and go into the kitchen and stroll around and open the cupboards and see what's around. But some of the people that I work with, what they do, and it's really cool, is they kind of track their food. So they use apps to track their food, and they know what calories and macros and all that sort of stuff that they're going to eat. And then they kind of pre-plan what they're going to eat through the day. So then they're not kind of like just walking through the kitchen and just picking up random bits and pieces, you know, like the chocolates and the cheeses and all that sort of stuff. I also think, like, right now, like, it's so important that we're focused on health and being the healthiest version of ourselves, you know, with this whole situation going on. So one of the things I'd be looking to do is, you know, capitalizing on the opportunity to go out and shop for fresh produce, like actually think about picking up fruits, veggies, unprocessed foods, and just get to grips with making things. You know, like you said yourself, you're going to use the next few weeks to really understand how to cook. And by the way, I've got a recipe book that I'm going to share with you. And it's literally all calorie and macro controlled and all like our favorite Indian dishes. And I'm going to throw it over your way, and you've got to let me know how you get on with it.
Oh my God, you're the
Yeah.
best. All right, cool. That's
It's so
amazing.
cool.
Because I'm going to be trying a couple new Indian dishes, and then Amrit will be the person that tests it out, and then
The
we'll go
judge,
from there.
yeah.
She'll be the judge.
Amazing. It's
That'd be
gonna be so
brilliant.
cool.
And remember, we can always online shop as well for food as well, just in case
Yeah.
we're worried about going out as well. Well, thank you
Exactly.
so much, Shuggy. It's been lovely chatting to you. You put my mind at rest this morning for sure. So I
Brilliant.
genuinely,
Yeah, thank
really,
you.
really appreciate that. Speak to you soon.
Awesome. Take care. See you later.
See you in a bit. So that was obviously Juggy Sidhu, Indian body coach, talking to us about how to stay fit and healthy at home. Of course, we want you to be active, but also to stay safe as well. So Juggy has given us some useful tips you can listen back to. But if you have any concerns, please check with your doctor first as well. I can't wait to get home and try that first Indian dish that he's going to actually send to me out of his recipe book. Excited for that.